We're laying down, fuck it.
Alright, so what was the icebreaker we came up with?
I don't remember.
Oh god. It's one of those.
Don't get eliminated! Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch!
Okay, so
Are you seriously gonna do the whole thing like that?
Yes!
if the mic can pick me up, then yes.
It's so fucking annoying.
It might, but I really don't care.
Uh-oh. Salty Jaxus makes a return to the podcast! Woo!
Oh, shit.
We kind of missed you.
Yeah, we missed you, Salty Jaxus.
Yeah.
How you been?
So I might play along with this if that actually matched the description at all, but...
Salty Jaxus is Jaxus in general when he's angry, mad, sad.
He
or just
beats
salty.
us, honestly.
I do
Like,
that anyways. Clubs,
See
bats,
that? Okay, see,
golfs,
you hear that? That
golf
is
clubs.
totally Salty Jaxus talk. He's like, I'm gonna win, yeah. Because when you're normal Jaxus, you're like, I'll try. But then Salty Jaxus is fucking.
and like when we're doing friendlies and stuff, like he messes with our controllers, he unplugs
Yeah.
them, like he nudges us.
Yeah, didn't
One
I cut
time-
your cord a couple times?
You grabbed my ball sack once.
Like he had the lead, and then you just pulled his pubes right out.
It was pretty salty. Anyway, hey,
Hey, baby.
hey, can you pass me my water? It's behind you. It's the smart water.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's,
You just said that like a smug douche.
it's
Like
empty.
my water is that one. It's the smart water.
It's a smart water.
It's empty.
Not too smart if it's empty.
God damn it. And
My
that's
water
a-
is more eco-friendly
I'm
than
That's a
eco-friendlier
dangerous
than
venture.
yours.
God, what? This is gonna bother the shit out of me now.
What?
We had like an icebreaker topic thing or whatever.
Just
know.
think of a new one.
All right,
I already
thinking.
told you. Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
That's not a question.
Oh, well.
That's the
You asked
best
for an
question.
icebreaker, not a question.
That's okay. That's neither.
That's an icebreaker. It gets them thinking. What the fuck are we doing at the Thunderdome? I thought this was a Smash podcast.
Hey, G-Man, can you stop doing that?
What?
Just talking like that? It's kind of getting annoying, G-Man.
I'm sorry.
How dare you consider me to be the same as that thing?
You are the same person. This
Sorry,
is gonna get really
I
annoying.
just got done watching a lot of South Park, so I can't help it.
All right, think of something new now. What's something good
My dick.
besides your dick? And besides profit, because step 3 is not in action yet.
Favorite Sonic racing game? Boy,
That's
No.
easy.
Sonic Riders. That's it.
All right, what's the shittiest Sonic game that you've played?
Oh,
Oh, that I
fuck.
played.
Yeah, that you
Sonic
played.
06. I've played it. It sucked dick.
All right, so we're going. That's your answer, and then you guys just talk. All right,
Sonic
so,
the Hedgehog.
It just sucks at 2D Sonics and it gets all salty about it because he's a faggot.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Placeholder Podcast. We're here with Rub,
Jaxus.
Underpants Gnome L.
and
J-Man, the thing under the stairs.
we have this other friend that's here. He's my pure Yuri lover. He'll chime in probably from here.
Probably.
But
Say
he-
hello, Ginger.
Yeah, we joined the Church of Puri. It was pretty awesome. I'm an acolyte, but I'll work my way up. Alright, so the icebreaker today is, what is the worst Sonic game you've ever played? We'll start with G-Man because he is just like a Sonic. He sucks Sonic's dick, pretty much.
Honestly, like, I would have to go with Sonic Spinball for the Game Gear.
I've never even heard
Wait a
of
minute,
that.
Sonic Spinball? Are you talking
the-
about the same one that was redone on Sega? Like the Dreamcast?
No.
Fuck. I like that one.
Okay, so there was this game called Sonic Spinball for the Sega Genesis that then
Wait,
got...
Wait a minute.
What?
Genesis. I liked that game.
Yeah. Okay, the Genesis one I actually own. I play it. But it got ported to the Game Gear.
Uh-oh.
And
Ah,
that
I
was
see.
some of the worst shit I've ever played in my entire life.
You're some of the worst shit I ever played in my
What
life.
was the difference between the original and the port?
Stages were just different. Like if you can even call them stages. It
And
just
there
felt
wasn't as
really
much
different.
nudity.
Yeah,
They cut
that's-
down it a lot. It was just...
Yeah, man.
Out of-
Any Sonic game that doesn't have Amy Rose parading around as a raging slut is a terrible
Or
failure in my
bestiality. You can't have a Sonic game without
Bestiality,
and Final Fantasy
necrophilia,
cutscenes.
and statutory rape.
book. Don't forget
It's
about
all
that
there.
robot loving.
But
Metal
And a
Sonic gets
50-something-year-old that whenever he gets punched, he's like, I'm the coolest.
But honestly,
and runs around with 13-year-old hedgehogs.
I can deal with all the others. That's fucking saying something. I can deal with all the others, but just that one.
Does that include 06?
I
God.
still play it.
All right.
What the hell?
Underpants Gnome,
What up?
which is also G-Man.
What's yours?
Yours was Sonic 06, you said?
Oh God, yes, and I'm sure the entire internet agrees with me that that piece of shit should have never seen the light of day. Actually, no. I prefer night, so it should see the light of day, 24/7, and burn under the initial UV rays and get cancer and die a slow, painful death.
You know,
Pretty sure that 24/7 includes the night. Just saying.
oh,
We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna throw this game out into space so it is 24/7 exposed to UV rays, so it get cancer that much faster.
you just
But
die
it is
first.
cancer.
Sonic
We're gonna
06.
get cancer.
Can you give cancer
to let
cancer?
suffer via irony.
So it's Cancerception.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. All
I
right.
got about halfway through this game before I just said, fuck it. I couldn't stand anymore. So many goddamn glitches. The levels themselves were total bullshit. No fun to play. Anything involving silver gave me a headache after about 30 goddamn seconds.
If you want to if you've never seen it or played it, and you want to see what it's like, go watch
Don't
the
do it.
Completionist review of it, because he captures what makes that
No,
game so bad.
no, I have a better one.
Which one?
The Great Clement. He did a review of the game over 3 hours.
Oh my god!
That's a
Ouch.
good one.
That guy is either a saint or a dumbass.
He's definitely not a part
He's
of our church.
masochistic.
Our church is
Also
about Yuri
possible.
Love, not this.
Also,
these
by the way,
devilish things,
About
these
Sonic,
blasphemous things.
about Sonic 06, I beat all the stages twice and the hard mode stages.
Why?
Why would you do that?
Because it's Sonic!
How old were
I'll tell you what.
Last month.
You could have gotten the
Get the fuck out.
Okay, it
could've
wasn't last
gotten the
month,
same
but it
amount of
wasn't
pleasure.
recently.
by
You
getting
are the
real
weakest
friendly
link.
with a cactus and your anus.
Solely for the gamer score.
How many times do I have to say this on this podcast? It is not easy to find cacti in Oregon. Find a new thing.
No, wait, I know. Cut me open and then rub Jax's salt in it.
Jaxie salt.
Jax's salt. Jax's
We gotta give it about 30 seconds. It won't take
Wow.
very long.
The saltiness is just pouring out of his pores.
Not yet, it's not.
I couldn't think of anything else. All right, Salty Jaxis, it's up to you. What's yours?
Alright, so first of all, this question includes the that you have played
Yes.
clause. I haven't played 06.
Which is
I'm just gonna
exactly
throw
why I
that
asked
out there.
it, because I didn't want
So,
anybody.
I have to give it to... Actually, it's kind of a toss-up between Unleashed and Secret Rings. Because Secret
Okay,
Rings,
good.
honestly, as far as going through the stages the first time, it was fun. It's just all the goddamn missions. And then Unleashed, we all know. The night levels.
But
the
the
night
thing
levels
is, the
fucking killed
daytime
it so
kind of
bad.
redeems that a little bit.
That's the
In
thing.
his defense, he played the shitty Wii version, which did not
Yeah.
have level select.
Wait, what are you talking about? Of Unleashed?
Yes.
I never finished Unleashed because I got so sick of the night levels.
Exactly.
I loved the day levels. Like, I've been playing, or I just finished playing through the Unleashed mod of Generations.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
actually
it was
got
awesome.
that? Yeah.
But the night
Generations
levels
is so
legitimately killed it for me enough that it has to be in my bottom two.
Yeah, I saw-
Generations is fucking awesome.
It's so
What
good.
about the original Sonics? Didn't you say you didn't like those because you're not as good at 2D platformers?
I don't hate them. I don't find them as fun
It's
You
kind of
did.
like
because
with
I'm
me,
not as good at 2D
It's kind of like
platforming.
with me with Super Mario Bros. 3. It's a good game, obviously,
But
but I don't like it personally.
Okay, honestly,
Yeah.
1, I'm not a big fan of, and 3 and Knuckles, okay, but Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is honestly my favorite game of all time.
It's also the hardest one in the series as far as the 2Ds are concerned. Did you ever actually beat the Death Egg Zone?
I've beaten Sonic 2 multiple times, man.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, the Death Egg Zone isn't even a level. It's just 2 boss fights in a row that are a pain in the ass, both of which you get 0 rings for, and if you fail the second one, you have to go back and fight the first one. Metal Sonic and Eggman in a row.
Fastest time, 45 seconds on that stage.
You're a faggot.
All right, everybody quiet? All right, so it's Rub Rub's turn, right?
No.
No,
No, all right.
you don't get a turn.
So, no, just kidding. God damn it, now it's not in my head anymore. Oh, yeah, it's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh shit, that's a game! Fuck! Okay, changing mine. Changing
No!
it.
Wait a minute. I don't know if that necessarily counts because it is a Sonic-related
It does.
game.
It is a
It's
Sonic game.
It's the Sonic series.
It is a Sonic game.
Would you seriously rate it lower than Unleashed, though?
Yes.
The day levels really helped on
Oh,
Unleashed.
God.
Yeah, honestly, the day levels honestly redeem it, in my
Did
opinion.
you play
actually-
Sonic 06?
Yeah.
How?
I never beat it. I played it and was like, this game sucks.
It doesn't matter. Exactly. That should be bonus negative.
The thing that makes Shadow the Hedgehog even worse, though, is I was like, I like Shadow. I'm gonna play it no matter what. And
Yeah, I did
every-
that too.
every level, every time I shot something, I was shooting things.
I'm the
What?
ultimate life form, but I can't do shit without a pistol. Yeah.
Wasn't he just controlling time
Okay.
and space?
Yeah.
Didn't he just ram his body into a giant celestial being?
So Sonic can get through levels and shit without guns. Shadow is essentially a fucking clone of Sonic, only super powery and bullshit.
And he's supposed to be the coolest.
He's the coolest.
That was just horrible. It was like sucking my life away. It was like a succubus of a game. It just kept like just jabbing at me every time.
I don't know, man.
bad.
Only
Some of us
without
like
the
those.
sexy.
Oh, so, well, you take that out of the equation and it's got nothing.
When I actually played Shadow the Hedgehog, that's when I was like in my super like, if it's Sonic, it's good phase.
Isn't
I
that
didn't realize
forever
how
your
bad
06
that game was for a couple years,
Isn't
man.
that forever your 06 faggot?
Okay.
You want to know something bad?
What?
For like a week, I tried telling myself. I think I've told this story before, but I'm gonna do it
Yep.
again. For like a week, I tried telling myself Zelda CDI was good because I was a little kid. I didn't have the internet, so I didn't know how bad it was gonna be. My uncle had internet though, and he like emulated it for me because at that point I had played every Zelda that come out except for those. And for like a week, I was like, "This game it's good. It's gotta be good." And then I realized that it was just the worst thing that mankind's ever created. And then Philips took a lot of Nintendo's money, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the hell? Is this about to turn into like a love scene?
Yuri?
I wish.
Yuri?
No, there's
Pure
no
beat.
Fury in this game. It sucks.
Aww.
It's hardly easy. I have no idea. The Underpants Gnome was playing a game at the right while we're doing this. What's it called?
Well, it's a JRPG, so forgive me that the title is longer than, well, some black guy's dick.
If
It
you're
is
listening
Italian-
to hold on, if you're listening to this and you have a problem with Japanese names, this is the wrong podcast.
I think that's
Okay.
Alright.
already.
This is the 15th installment in the Atelier series.
That's
It
how
is-
you know it's a
Yes.
JRPG.
It is
Jesus.
Atelier,
Yeah.
Eska, and Lodge, Alchemists of the Dusk Sky. I picked it up for no reason whatsoever other than that it looks semi-entertaining and I'm a bit addicted to JRPGs, and it actually turned out to be a pretty bitchin' game with the most in-depth alchemic crafting system that I've ever seen in a video game.
Question: how many others have been removed by that alchemic clause? Alchemic crafting system, or just crafting system in general?
Crafting system in general.
Alright.
Okay.
That's what
All
I
right.
was
Crafting system-
figuring, but I'm like,
That
made
makes it more
sound
impressive.
like-
That
I'm
makes
being
it more
I'm
impressive.
being pretty general when I say alchemy, because in the game you actually are creating anything and everything from your own weapons, your own armor, accessories, individual attributes for each of these, battle items, everything from healing to buffs to fuck that enemy in particular. All
so
sorts
it's a
of crazy
crafting
shit.
system.
You want to know something hilarious before we move on? That is actually more than Emphas gives us.
Holy shit! What?
Because you're kind of far away. It'll pick you up, so you don't have to move or anything.
Yeah, I
But
know. I was
what-
paying attention earlier when you did the testing.
Yeah. Emphas, like you can tell the thing, like talk your normal, like you were a little while ago. Just say something, anything.
Right, like this?
Yeah. See how little that registered?
Alright.
Emphas is like twice as little.
Wow.
That's why I have
So
a
about
problem.
the size of his dick.
Okay. We
All
gotta-
right there,
Emphas,
G-Man.
if I leave this in for any reason, it's because I found that funny as shit. And if I left it in, fucking deal with it. It was entertaining.
Also, be sure to punch G-Man for it later.
Yeah, because G-Man just continuously doing this random ass underpants gnome thing for no reason. All right.
It's because I'm at underwear height right now. I'm on the floor, by the way.
He's looking up your skirt, Rub.
Want to see my balls?
Hey, don't get your panties in a twist. We'll do that later.
I wear underwear, but they're very twisty. All right, so okay, going because we start everything with Smash. I want to start it with something different this time, and we can get into
I
Smash.
think we just did with Sonic.
later.
Let's keep it up, I guess. Like, in the not Smash, not necessarily the Sonic.
But the icebreaker, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
After that, it's always something about Smash.
Yeah.
Shane didn't see it. I'll cut that out. Sorry. That is out, Ruben. That is out.
Leave it in.
All right. G-Man's Underpants Gnome didn't see it, but G-Man did, and Jaxus did here. What'd you guys think of the BioWare You've Been Chosen campaign videos that they went out? Like, I know there was very brief and there wasn't any information.
I'll go first because I probably have the least amount to say on it. But I don't really know BioWare's track record very well because I haven't played very many of their games. Like, I know through word of mouth, but not myself. Mm-hmm. And just based on what little we've seen, I honestly at this point don't care that much because we don't know anything.
Yeah.
I feel the same way a little bit, honestly.
I'll see when more is released.
I do too. The only reason why I'm even interested in, because right now I'm not hyped for Mass Effect, the next Mass Effect at all. Even though they recently released a bunch of stuff about it, it's nowhere near completion, and I don't know enough to interest me yet.
Yeah.
You know, and it would be the same for this new IP, except for this is the first time BioWare's ever tried anything like this. You know, and the campaign
we don't actually know what it is.
Yeah. No, not the game itself. The campaign.
No.
The way they're doing it.
With Mass Effect?
No, with the new IP that they're trying to...
Alright, the one that is not
chosen.
from those... That is the new IP?
Oh, no, that's a new IP.
Okay.
I'll explain why the confusion a little bit. But, okay, actually that's part of why it intrigued me, so I'll just explain it now. BioWare at E3 explained that there's going to be a new IP along with Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect. It's not called Mass Effect 4, because that has nothing to do with Shepard. But Mass Effect subtitle, I don't know what it's going to be called. But they said there's also going to be new IP.
It's going to be Mass Effect Placeholder in honor of us.
Yeah, Mass Effect Placeholder
Mass
cast.
Effect Call of Duty.
Mass Effect
God,
Duty.
no.
Advanced Warfare? Mass Effect Advanced.
Cocksucking.
Dude, okay, a cocksucking simulator. I just created a million...
Made it.
You just
I
created
bet
the next
20
Mass
bucks.
Effect game. It's all they were missing.
Exactly. Just have Liara get on her knees and just go at it. And hopefully G-Man doesn't beat her. Montreal, one of the studios from BioWare, tweeted that the You've Been Chosen campaign is not the new IP they were talking about at E3. So at this point, I'm not intrigued, I guess that's not the right word.
Really curious?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm curious. Like, what the hell is this? Some people are speculating it's a TV show.
I was going to say TV show or movie myself.
Because if it's a video game...
Live action?
Which that could go either way if you look at Defiance.
Well, explain.
Defiance was an MMO console and online game released recently, highly sci-fi, that was released at the same time as a new TV series by the same name started on the Sci-Fi Channel. The TV series got relatively medium acclaim, and the game itself, well, if you didn't have a pretty massive party, it kind of sucked. You just get stuck.
Yeah, but that's how MMOs are.
Yeah. And
The
That's
main
what they're
thing is
designed around.
they were trying to highly market it towards the console market, and console gamers, just none of them really wanted to band together.
yeah, I don't think it's an MMO though, because I know you didn't say it was going to be an MMO. No, not Defiance.
Oh, okay.
You've Been Chosen or whatever.
Fuck?
That's obviously an MMO. What?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
Warcraft is
confused.
not an MMO. Get it straight.
Get it straight. It just looks and plays and feels like one.
And a
But
lot
it
of
is
people
not
play
an
it.
MMO.
It only
It even
basically
feels like it when you
defined the
fuck.
genre recently.
No, but I don't see it being an MMO because BioWare has lost a shiz ton of money off of the Old Republic, because initially it was really successful because they were like, ooh, Knights of the Old Republic.
And then it wasn't.
Yep, they logged in and like, this isn't Knights of the Old Republic, bye. You know, and they had to go free to play and discuss how that was their biggest failure, because Sonic Chronicles, as bad as it was actually successful, because
Shit, what?
it wasn't considered a bad game by most critics. It was a 7 out of 10 average.
Alright, so it was average.
It was an average game, and that to that point it had been their worst game. But because it was BioWare and because they didn't completely suck, and Sonic's name was attached to it, it sold really well, or at least as well as it could.
Yeah.
by those standards, the Old Republic failed more than Sonic Chronicles.
Damn.
So I don't see them ever going back to an MMO, especially since they can just
not without like heavy remake.
Yeah, like almost no MMO aspects in it. I'd say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. To end it, I guess I'm just curious because it's really weird. You know?
Which, I mean, that's the point of a teaser, is to make you curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually like the campaign. It's got some mystery, and I like the second video with the powers, and I was like, hey, what's that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Jaxus is falling asleep on us. Go to sleep. Go to sleep a little bit. I'm just kidding.
Jack, you're going to get rested out of a tournament again.
I've never been... I'll be the resting out of the tournament. Oh, I get it. Okay.
The tournament?
Should I tell the story?
Shit, we haven't yet, have we? Go for it.
Okay, a while back, how long would you say this was?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Wow, that's so long ago.
I was going to say.
God, I feel old just listening.
When I was a youngster.
I went to a Melee tournament,
I went to this thing called a Melee tournament, and I didn't do very well. No, I showed up late, so because I was just asleep, and I woke up like 30 minutes before it started, and I had to walk there, and it's like a 45-minute walk from my place.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was here. Let's give a little bit of background on the tournament itself. But the tournament was just over Lancaster, I think it was, just
Hawthorne.
A bit farther than downtown. And it was a Melee tournament where first place got their choice of Smash 4 for either 3DS or Wii U, and a decent amount of the pot, which we later found out was in-store credit. But second got some of the pot, so did third, and the rest of the people just kind of got to play. We went there and showed up, and at first it had some pretty odd rules, but after a number of people showed up and expressed a bit of displeasure at that, then it switched over to fairly standard tournament fare, double elimination, stage striking, counter picking, all things like that. And actually having a memory card with characters and stuff, so it wasn't
really?
Yeah, no, when we showed up there, they were using a 100% fresh save file.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so what they ended up going back, like the person who owned the game shop drove Emfisk home to get their memory card.
Oh,
they could have just picked me up.
Bad.
Those bastards. Nobody even texted me.
We thought you were still asleep because we hadn't heard from you.
You could have just called me. Anyway.
I think we did call you.
You guys have hairy legs.
We're men, G-Man.
Wow, what a faggot.
Hey, G-Man, shut up. Shut your whore mouth.
But anyways, so we showed up to the tournament.
I'll show you
and in about, like, just after round 1 had started, Rub here shows up, and he gets to enter this double elimination tournament, but because he's late, he technically forfeit his game round 1.
Yeah. I'll take over from here.
Yep, go for it.
And so, alright, so with my Jigglypuff, I pretty much dominated everybody I played really easily.
Yeah.
I even styled on everybody. Like, there was literally 2 people at the tournament that could have beat me, and that was, like, at the time, I haven't seen you play Melee lately. So
I haven't played Melee since that tournament.
Okay, so then at that time, if I could get my rest the way I wanted to, my Jigglypuff was just a little bit better than Jaxus.
You would have destroyed me.
Yeah.
It just came down to, I'd seen that you had missed a couple of rests beforehand, so I knew you'd be really cautious about it. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to take the time until he gets back in groove to just tear him apart as best as I can. And
I showed up all groggy and half asleep because I'm late, and so my rests are off, but I'm still beating the shit out of everybody. I only lose to Jaxus, and it came to I had missed 2 rests and I was down 2 stocks, and I was like, fuck this, random rests. And I got like a back air rest, and like it was crazy. And it comes down, but he got that final hit, and he beat me. And I lost because I got rested because I was asleep at home. That was the joke. Not as funny as we made it out to be, but I was a little salty because
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Everybody else who advanced above me had no business being in there if I wasn't there.
Really, the people who should have beaten you were not me. I really shouldn't have beaten you there.
Ganondorf, maybe?
The Ganon player who got first. I got second. What did you get?
I didn't place because I lost to you 2.
Well,
I got
you lost to me in quarters, right?
Yeah, I did, huh? So, what, I get 5th? Yeah, well, I got around 5th. But literally, that's because I played Jaxus a little too early and I lost to him.
Mm-hmm.
You and no, the Ganon player would not have beaten me because he's Ganon.
Because Ganon, yeah.
Even though his skill is really good, like skill wise, he's probably a little bit better than me. But that matchup is so in my favor; it is insane.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would have beat him. But good job to Jaxus; he got second place, and he beat me and everything. I wouldn't have a problem
I will freely
with that.
admit that I should not have beaten you.
But still, you know, it's fair. You played me in a fair game. I'm not salty about the loss. I'm salty about the rest.
Cause of the loss.
The first loss that I had to take. That was just bad. What'd you win?
Mm-hmm. I won $20 in-store credit, so half of Smash 4 3DS.
Oh, nice. That's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I was so upset, though, because of how I lost the chain thing.
I can feel the saliva build up in the back of my throat.
That's kind of
that
that
is.
is the next topic. All right, so G-Man, the saliva in the back of your throat.
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, there's actual news.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah. There's news things to talk about. All right, did you guys end up watching the? We'll move into Smash. Fuck it. Did you guys watch the San Diego Comic-Con tournament?
Yes.
I watched 2 videos of it thanks to Jaxus.
The grand finals?
Yeah.
Okay, first things first, shoutouts to Def for winning.
Yeah, that was cool. What's the next thing? You said 2 things first.
No, I said first things first.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was just sitting there like, what's the next thing?
I'm gonna kill you.
Underpants,
Sorry,
no. Slash G-Man. Did you see the San Diego Comic-Con?
Yeah, man, I missed that tournament.
Because you want to play Bowser, so I was in. You know what?
Dude, those
Just
are the
talk
ones I
about
showed you for the 3DS with Bowser.
Oh, you're right. Then I did see that. Okay.
What did you think of Bowser?
It's grand finals specifically.
I've been following New Bowser ever since we went to that god-awful adventure and stayed up for 12 hours straight, and I played him then, and I immediately, upon playing New Bowser, realized that a lot of things about him had changed. And after seeing more people who have actually had chances to do multiple matches in the game play with him, I'm really looking forward to how much they've changed the character. A lot of his attacks are faster. He's got less startup lag on most of his attacks. Some of them have more range, and a few have been changed from single hit slow attacks to really fast multi-hit attacks.
Specifically his neutral air, right?
His neutral air and his down air.
What is his neutral air? Sorry.
His neutral air is basically a spin attack where he just sticks out all 4 limbs and spins in a circle.
So it's Kaidachu, but it's Bowser.
Think Kirby's up air from 64. I think where he just spins around like
it's not
starfish
Kaidachu?
style. No.
Yeah.
It's Kaidachu vertical.
Oh, okay.
His down air is initially
the same
it looks the
as-
same as it is in Brawl, but it's a lot faster. It has a lot more spins, and you actually fall faster. During
It's Bowser's down air from Brawl with like Toon Link and Sonic's flying down and it spikes.
Oh shit.
That sounds awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
Pikachu
He
had
also
that.
has increased range on his fire breath now. And
Yeah.
And the startup lag for his side B, the grab attack, has been reduced to about a quarter of what it previously was.
And a lot of what the Nintendo reps were saying at the tournament were things like that. Bowser can now just power his way through certain moves, and they did that to make up for his lack of speed.
I wonder what they specifically meant by that. If like half his moves have knockback armor or something.
I kind of saw what they meant, because there were times where he would get hit, unless it was another Bowser, because then that changes things. But there were times where a Bowser would get hit, and there would be like he would flinch, but he would still be able to go forward and like pull off an attack.
Is it knockback armor? Like think Ike out of his up B where you can hit him and he doesn't like move or anything.
Yeah,
and
he
continues
doesn't.
the attack.
I mean, obviously, if you hit him with the powerful attack.
You know what I'm hearing? Balanced Bowser worked like that. Bowser from Balanced Brawl, one of the original Brawl mods.
Oh, really?
He had something like that. Only it was like all of his moves did this, and it was kind of ridiculous.
What?
And
There's balance, bro?
there was Balanced Brawl, Brawl plus, Brawl minus, all sorts of things before Project M that originally splintered it, and then Project M was just the killing blow.
Whoa. I did not know that. You learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that there could have been something Project M-ish significantly earlier, but more Brawl than Melee, like Project M is, if instead of like I don't know how many actual projects there were, but Balanced, Plus, and Minus, I believe, were the biggest. If they could all just agree on one thing and work towards it. Which I'm not sure what I think about that, because, again, I'd probably prefer Brawl itself to a mod, but...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, back before I originally got into competitive stuff, so, like, 4 years ago, these things were around.
That's crazy. I always just assumed Project M was the first... But now that I think about it... No, I knew there was other mods, like, but, I mean, like, complete overhauls. I thought Project M was, like, the first. Like, complete overhaul. But I guess I'm wrong. I just thought that was...
There's a bunch of them like that.
I knew there were multiple ones, but I assumed Project M survived because it was the original.
Nope.
You know, because most of the time
It's
the original...
because it's Melee.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. But... Oh, where was I going with this originally? Oh, yes, Bowser. And knockback armor, stuff like that. He looks to be really interesting. It looks to me like he sped up quite a bit, but I don't actually know how much, because the game itself is faster as well, so...
Yeah.
And since I don't have a general feel for average character speed, I have no way of saying.
He was keeping up with Toon Link in terms of, like, speed.
Yeah, Toon Link looked to be moving almost the exact same speed as Brawl, though.
Yeah, he did. It was crazy.
Really slow.
No,
But also, that Bowser was significantly better than the Toon Link player, as evidenced by the 4-stock.
Oh, God, yeah.
That was pretty
That guy got
And I mean, he 4-stocked Sheik, too.
It's crazy. No, he didn't. That was the other Bowser.
Yeah, sorry, Bowser 4-stocked Sheik. Sorry,
Okay,
not that player.
Yeah, both the finalists went in there, and
Out of the 4-stock.
one of them was a pro, and the other one was a nobody.
No? I don't know who the other one was, but the other guy was also a competitive player. I don't remember his name.
compared to Def.
Oh, well, yeah, compared to Def, sure.
Like, compared to
I'll
Def,
give you that.
When I mean pro, I mean, like, top-tier pro. You know, I know there's a lot of other pros that are, like, in that valley of we're good enough to, like, make a name for ourselves, but we're not really making money, or, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people like that, but to me, I see just the elite people is what I call pro. And Def is elite. Definitely.
Oh my
Kill yourself.
God,
Step 3
that
That just made me want to kill myself.
Then do it.
Gave me cancer.
got that.
Alright,
G-Man. Oh, wait.
Yes. Bowser as a whole, from what I'm seeing, my first impression was that he was going to do what Ike did in Brawl, where he started out being considered pretty good because people didn't have a hold on defensive play, plus huge hitboxes, plus superpower, plus like 3 fast attacks. But as people figured out how Brawl works, then he's now like D or F tier? No, he's E tier. But he's not good. Bowser looks, at least from preliminary view, to be able to hold his own. I'd probably throw him somewhere in B to C tier. But I also don't know where the other characters stand enough, or what special tricks he'll be able to pull out.
Right? You don't know, like, the strategies, and we don't know the ins and outs of the characters
there's things like Meta Knight is just fucking good.
Yeah,
That's
no matter
just
what.
a thing.
But
Ice climbers are shit.
Well,
Until chain grab.
Pikachu as well, you take that into account, was like a C tier character until people started realizing that quick attack canceling was a viable strategy, and he jumped up a whole letter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't really know the strategies, you know?
Also, think
Little things.
Olimar.
Yeah.
Olimar was considered awful. Like, I think it was
Yeah.
22nd or something, just horrible.
Yeah,
and he's
then,
3rd now.
yeah. It's crazy.
I consider him the top character that doesn't rely on a gimmick, besides Meta Knight, because Meta Knight's just there. Meta Knight's Meta Knight. Because the Ice Climbers, it really comes down to, they are not good characters for Smash, but they have one thing that is just so incredibly overpowered that it changes the way the game is played.
Okay, there's a few characters like that if, to me, the tier list does matter, but if you can grab something and latch onto it,
Just
you
really
can
hard.
make it work.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't ever use, when I use Brawl as an example, I exclude Meta Knight because Meta Knight is gonna be the end all be all.
Meta Knight's Meta Knight.
Yeah, but with Brawl, it's like the Ice Climbers, right? If they didn't have the chain grab, they'd be like a CB character.
No.
No?
Lower.
Lower?
Significantly.
Okay. Well, I guess that goes more to my point.
I think.
Okay.
Obviously,
well,
I'm
they're
not
pretty powerful with their
positive.
hits. Some of them.
If it wasn't for the grab, then, or the chain grab, they really just would not have much going for them.
Yeah,
We think, because their metagame outside of getting the grab just hasn't been developed. Because you get the grab, you win.
And like in Melee, you have Jigglypuff, back airs, and rests.
Yeah.
I mean, what Hungrybox can do with that. So, I mean, things do change, but from the outside looking in, the first few weeks or whatever, I think Bowser's going to be a B character, in all honesty. A very
I think
high B
in the
character.
start, he's going to be pretty damn high.
And then I will rise with him to the top of the ranks and never fall.
Shut up, G-Man. You're maining Ridley.
But that's why he's a B character, because Ridley's going to come in and beat Bowser in the air.
Yeah. He's
Which
going
will
to be
make
Meta
him
Knight plus
godlike.
Bowser.
Meta Knight plus Bowser, yeah. But who do you think is the highest tier character that they've shown so far?
Okay, first of all, disclaimer.
We'll start with G-Man because he hasn't really.
I'm going to throw out a disclaimer first.
Okay.
Work in progress. We also haven't actually gotten to play it. We haven't even seen all the characters that are in.
Yeah.
But for the E3 build specifically, what are our opinions?
Not even the Best Buy build, because the way they've said it is E3 is not
E3's
even
newer, right?
E3's newer, but it's nowhere near the current.
Yes.
And
Well,
Best
it would
Buy,
be
yeah,
months old.
and Best Buy is even lower than that in terms of build. So we can't use our Best Buy experience at all.
Best Buy at this point is probably at least 8 months old. I just
Yeah. Which is why it's so useless. We went to that fucking thing.
I don't know. We at least got a feel for like basic game speed stuff like that.
But
as
we
of
don't-
that point,
But we don't even know if they're
get an
going to switch
idea
up
of
the
it.
engine like they did with the Brawl. So it's
I'm not sure how much they actually, or if they'd actually switch the engine, because I feel like they probably built Melee in Havoc and then changed it over.
Well, the thing is, this is information that Prague has stated, and not Ken, Isaiah, and not Azin. That's the guy I was thinking. They were both talking about it before, like a long time ago. I heard that it was switched, and I kind of trust their opinion. You know, they're trustworthy. If it was just some random Joe on the street, it'd be different. But Prague,
they know.
It's
a safe to assume they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and so where was I going? Oh yeah, G-Man. Who is the highest tier character you've seen so far?
Honestly, I just don't feel like saying anything, just because even at E3, like, everyone's flipping out like, ooh, Kirby and Zero Suit Samus, they are the best, definitely, because they were the people who made it to the finals. But I think that was just more of character skill and then just bullshitting your way through the free-for-alls with items, too.
I also think that was Hungrybox and Zero.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I will say, though,
they were the
Zero
heavy
Suit
favorites going in.
looked very good.
Yeah, honestly, I probably would go with Zero Suit out of all the characters, though.
Looking at it, I would probably say Zero Suit and Kirby are top, but not because they were in finals. Just based on what I saw in the matches. Because Zero Suit looks to have very solid spacing and powerful attacks as well as being fast as hell. And Kirby can just flit in and out. And obviously, we don't know because there's probably going to be someone who's better in the characters we couldn't play. But other than that, Villager looked bad. In my opinion.
Looked bad, but people have also said that, who was it? I can't remember who was saying it, but they a lot of people initially thought Villager was bad, but after using him in playthroughs at E3 a lot, after the Invitational.
Really?
There was a few people saying that
one person saying that Villager wasn't bad and that they were going to main him. So I mean, I really don't know, but
literally what they said. Well, he's not great by any imagination. Literally, what they were saying was he's not as bad. Yeah.
All right.
Because people were trying to use all of his moves, and with Villager, not all of his moves are viable in one-on-one.
Yeah.
So if you know which moves to use, he wasn't that bad.
Little Mac, I feel like he will probably be pretty good, but I'm honestly not sure. It depends on how easy it is to get him off the stage. If he's off the stage, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even a question.
I can back that one up.
That's why I'm gonna put him at that Wolf level, a C or a B character, but a lot better than that would. You know what I mean?
Wolf, on the other hand, doesn't have problems off stage, if that's what you're meaning.
No. I mean,
Right.
his placement. He's a C character right now in Brawl, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, he's a lot better than that. There's just one thing that makes him... He's susceptible to chain grabbing.
Yeah, chain grabbing, locks, etc. Because he has a very long landing animation, is what it is.
And because of those things, he's a lot lower than he probably should be. You know what I mean?
No, he's exactly where he should be, but lower than he would be if that one little tiny thing was changed.
Yeah. But overall, the character's actually a lot better than you would think.
Yes.
And I think that's what Little Mac's...
that.
I think Little Mac's going to be a character worthy of being a B character, but end up in that C character because the air game is so bad.
Yeah.
Again, that all depends
However,
on...
Smash 4 is also looking to be significantly more ground-based.
That's true.
And if, say, what's it called? Boxing ring, any of the walks-off stages are legal, and if there's 2 of them that are tournament legal...
He's viable all
yes.
of a sudden, yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
because
for sure. There's no...
You can ban one, can't ban the other, kind of the Halberd Delfino thing in Brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to get sharked by Meta Knight.
And if there's
Which
no
one
chain
do
grabbing,
I hate less?
I think it'd be stupid to ban walk-off stages if there's no chain grabbing.
Probably, yeah. I haven't looked into it enough to see if there are any other problems with it, but...
Because...
I mean, just first impression, I would assume yes.
Obviously, it's going to have to be a counter pick.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I mean, right? As a counter pick. Because it's like, how fair is it to have all these counter picks that are so air-based and
ground-based characters.
Yeah, and like, but we don't care about ground-based characters. That's stupid. Right now, it makes sense to Brawl because the chain grabbing.
Yeah, because otherwise, DDD, hi, bye.
Or you and your stupid Falco.
Mine doesn't go that far.
Well, depending on where you grab him.
Yes, but just based on Castle Siege, that second thing, I have to be on the left side of the statue, and they're at 0% plus the dash grab version to kill them. And even then, sometimes it's iffy.
Okay.
It just doesn't travel that far.
It makes it hard because you can put him in situations that are hard for them to get out.
Yes, extremely. So, you do have the large advantage.
So there's that.
Also, if you end it with a forward tilt or something rather than anything else, then that would help a lot. Now that I think about it.
Other G-Man. Is Bowser who you think the best character so far in the game is?
I suppose it's an interesting conjecture, and really it's going to depend on each person's individual playstyle. Other characters that I've looked at are Greninja. Looks like the kind of character that seems really hard to get a playstyle for. It takes practice, but could be pretty viable. And same thing with Zero Suit Samus, New ZSS. Those are the 3 that I'm definitely looking the most into. 2 of which play semi-similarly with medium range attacks, both really fast hitting, whereas the other one is really slow and a heavy hitter. I said semi, not very similarly.
Yeah, Jaxus. Get that query out of your face. I'm just kidding.
ZSS is going to have more range than Greninja, but Greninja also has a pretty usable projectile attack.
Greninja...
I'm seeing them as about as different as Falco and Marth, just first guess.
I can give you that.
and Marth?
Yeah, they may have the same, overall thing. They're fairly light, fast characters, but they play so differently.
I think that's what he's getting at, honestly.
Alright.
I think that's kind of what he was trying to describe, right?
Oh, alright. I thought you were saying that Bowser plays this way, the other two play that way.
No, it had nothing to do with that.
Alright, ignore me.
Otherwise, I would have just mentioned one and not both.
Yeah.
All 3 look like characters that could be pretty good contenders, depending on how well the game as a whole is balanced and what kind of counters they end up developing with other characters as well. Once again, it brings in conjecture for possibility of chain grabs or game-breaking mechanics.
It does look like chain grabs won't be making a return, which is
But
nice.
we also haven't seen all the characters.
Well, just based off of the knockback of grabs in general.
The only one that might be a chain grab is Nosferatu, depending on how far you get thrown after. Because Nosferatu is a down throw.
No, it's not. It's a down B.
It's a down B?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Because I was going to say that could totally be like a re-grab chain thing. And that would be bullshit.
That would be. There's no way in hell to do that.
Thank God.
Because otherwise it would be...
Down B.
I mean, at absolute worst, it would be Lucario's side B, like the force palm chain grab. It's not actually a chain grab, but it's a string. And even then, doing that with life steal?
Yeah,
that'd be fucking ridiculous.
Alright, I'm going to... And this isn't to be controversial or anything, but the best character I've seen...
Ridley?
Yes! Sakurai called me, and I went into play at the Sora Studios, or whatever they call it.
He invited me to come to Japan, USA.
Yes, and I got to play the new Metroid and the new F-Zero while trying Ridley later on that night. And then he gave me some wine, and then I just had a headache, so I went to sleep. I woke up, and I was hurting all over the place, but whatever. It was a cool experience. I couldn't sit right. I don't know why. But anyway. No, seriously. It's Ridley, no. It's Rosalina.
Rosalina, really?
Because
she does look like she'll be pretty good, but...
I think you're going to have the hand... I think the reason people had a hard time with her is because she's really unique. because she's not like Pikmin with her star, you know, and she's not like Ice Climbers.
I feel like she'll probably be as hard to pick up as they are.
Yeah.
But play very differently.
But I also think they'll have the same upswing.
Yeah.
You know, of learning. Because she's heavy, she's fast.
Oh, that's right. She is a heavyweight. Oh my god.
Her recovery is insane.
It is. That
And
is crazy.
you can attack off of it.
On top of she has some serious disjoint on the hitbox.
Yeah. And the fact that she can...
The heavyweight thing just totally changes everything. Yeah,
and she can send Luma out for edge guards.
That might put her above ZSS for me.
I feel
quality.
Korean DJ. I have a feeling Korean DJ picked her because he saw the potential. But it's just like Pikmin and just like Ice Climbers. It's hard to get a feel and play a character like that and be good.
Especially in that short amount of time.
Yeah.
And especially in free-for-all items on.
Yeah. But I feel one-on-one later on, like, I give it a few weeks because it's going to be tough to pick her up. I really do think it is. I'm going to try to pick her up because she looks to be the best character so far, in my opinion.
I might do something like that as well. I'm going to be trying out all the characters, so I don't really know who I'm going to go with.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the people who's been surprising me with how good they look. Pit.
Pit looks really good, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought his up B was a downgrade, but it's not bad.
It's not, because in Brawl it is so easily gameable, it's laughable.
No, exactly. When who was playing Pit today?
G-Man?
Okay, yeah.
I think?
But I saw him use the up B, and I was thinking about the up B that he has now, and I'm like, damn, that's actually an upgrade.
Yeah, because in this he pauses, and then he'll start moving, and if you get tapped at all, you lose your up B. You cannot use it until you land. So, you're against Falco? Have a laser.
And Pit still has, in Smash, Smash 4, Pit still has all those jumps.
Yep, he doesn't have Glide, but that's because Glide has been removed.
Yeah.
It appears. I don't think that's been confirmed, but there is no Glide.
But he still has the jumps, the same amount of jumps, which is crazy.
And he looks to have almost Marth-style range on his moves. I believe I read on Smash Wiki that it looks like he has a very slight, but he does have a tipper mechanic.
Really?
What?
I'm not... I have no verification of this, but I read that on Smash Wiki, and if so, then sorry, Marth.
Yeah.
But, damn!
I think, on all honesty, I think Kirby's going to actually go down once people learn the game more.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think of that?
Not enough range.
Mm-hmm.
And slightly fast,
but he might do what Fox did in Brawl. I don't know where Fox started, but Fox would be a very good character if he had anything that was safe on shield. But
and I think, just already Zero started to just dominate with range, and then
Kirby did have ways of getting in though.
He did, but I assume
that those will be able to be covered.
Yes, and especially because let's be honest, Hungrybox is the better of the two by a lot. I don't think Zero is even in his camp. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I have no way of comparing them because they both specialize in different games. Zero's been picking up Melee, but quite the disadvantage there.
Yeah. But you even talk
which
about
game was played, whoever mains that game would destroy the other.
Yeah, I guess I'm talking about just overall Brawl, overall skills, overall Smash skills. It seems that Hungrybox is.
I couldn't give an answer one way or another because I have no way of gauging.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. In my opinion, it looks like Hungrybox is the better player. And I guess I was assuming everybody thought the same, but I guess not. But to me, Hungrybox is the better of the player of the two by quite a margin. So it's like, I don't know how much to trust that.
I really don't know. And also, I'm not sure that who's the better player would affect it. Obviously, it affects it a huge amount, but I think whoever could pick up the game faster.
Yeah.
Not to a higher quality, but because that was so time limit based.
Actually, what I'm thinking is actually exactly what you said, but you said it better. When I said better, I assumed that, adaptability was part of that.
Yeah, alright.
And that's why I thought he was better, because I've seen Hungrybox adapt just super fast in matches, as to where Zero can get caught really easily.
I'll give you that. I haven't seen enough of Zero's play, because I don't want to watch Meta Knight did arrows. I just don't.
Yeah, it's insanely boring.
And I've seen a decent amount of Hungrybox recently, so I, once again, can't speak to that. But I will give you that Hungrybox picks things up so fucking
just
fast.
really crazy. But yeah, I don't see anybody really challenging Rosalina that we've seen. Except maybe Robin. And this is a huge maybe. It depends on his weight.
I don't know.
To me, it depends on his weight, how long his tomes last, and if that sword is any kinds of viable.
At the moment, for Robin, I would put them at... Actually, I have no clue, because they're the type of character who, if they do not have a very powerful gimmick, will be bad.
Yeah.
But
I'm
depending
assuming...
on the power of the gimmick of the tomes, they could... That is what will decide where they are.
Because, I mean, if Nosferatu is any kinds of broken...
Oh, at all.
Jesus. Just like, damn. Chambona.
Chamonis.
It is over.
Yeah.
Like, damn. But yeah, Robin...
But also, if they break too quickly, then worthless.
Obviously, I'm extrapolating with Robin because I haven't got to play and we haven't seen enough play or found enough information. But if I extrapolate the way I think Robin will work, I think that's the only character to give any kind of run so far that I've heard of. You know,
I'm waiting for Lucina to be the new Meta Knight.
she has
Screw
she has slightly shorter range, and you don't have to worry about tippers.
Is she a shorter range?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Jeez.
Wow, I'm going to take that as an assumption that they went super lazy and just removed the tip hitboxes.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, we're not going to give it tipper, just cut it. Just cut it.
Cut it off.
Cut it. It's cool.
It's almost lunch. I just kind of want to go. You know what I mean?
Sakurai, what are you doing? Just cut this.
Just give it a circumcision.
I'm cut? What the hell did I just say? I said I'm cut.
I don't know.
That's stupid. But anyway.
3 days!
Alright, let's do this. Leroy
Jenkins.
Okay, so, next topic. Hyrule Warriors.
In about 2 hours, which is Monday, sometime in Monday.
Yep.
Actually, 8 p.m. Pacific.
Alright.
It's really late.
That is surprisingly so.
I'm assuming because they're going with Japan time or something.
Anyways, at about 8 tomorrow, there's going to be a Nintendo Direct for Hyrule Warriors.
Uh-oh.
And I just
Shit's
wanted to
gonna
get...
hit the fan.
I'm a huge Zelda fan, obviously. Everybody knows this who's listened.
Yeah, so am I.
I hate Zelda. I'm just kidding.
Man, what a
Ocarina
dick.
of Time sucks. Did you know?
Hey,
All right,
I used to agree.
after.
I called it Ocarina of Time.
Didn't hear that at all.
Oh boy.
No, but
Let the
seriously,
shitstorm
I have a lot of
commence.
problems with Ocarina. I mean, if Zelda were a girl, that'd make things cooler.
And A Link to the
Does that
Past
make
was
me
just so
Fury?
much better.
No! You didn't get the joke! Zelda's already a girl! God.
What?
Oh my god.
Again, Puri will understand this. The horse is Link.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, didn't you know?
Green-haired guy's opponent, right?
Yeah, Epona goes to save the princess with his trusty steed Link.
That guy you can barely hear in the background is my pure Yuri lover. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of Zelda, but I don't like Dynasty Warriors one bit at all.
I do.
I think Dynasty... Okay, Dynasty Warriors is fun for 10 minutes.
And then it gets repetitive as fuck.
Then it's like, exactly. Thank you, Puri.
I haven't played it at all, but I have heard that from so many people. And looking at the gameplay, my official opinion, as someone who hasn't played it, yeah, no, totally.
And
You want to
that's
play?
Genesis.
You want to play a fun hack and slash that's that style? Go play Drakengard 3. Just don't play the final boss.
I was gonna
Don't
say.
do it.
I was gonna say the final boss
fucking
looks
do
Yeah.
disgusting.
We've covered that on the podcast before.
That looks disgusting, dude. I don't even want to just fuck that
It's
boss.
fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Honestly, like,
So I'm sure it would have been hilarious to watch this
other
guy
than the
go at it.
fight, watching that was really interesting to watch. I don't know, I just thought that was pretty.
It was a neat idea, but I think they went a little overboard.
It was a
Oh,
shitty
fuck yeah.
idea. Deaf
No.
people the world over are pissed.
I could see if they had some visual timing.
Yeah.
You know?
Except there wasn't.
No, that's
Well,
what
no,
I'm
that's what
saying.
he's saying. If it was changed.
If it was changed,
It was a good
slightly.
idea, but shitty execution.
Exactly. Yeah, it was just bad. It was worse than shitty. It was a bad,
It
bad
was
ending.
really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Mass Effect haters will say Mass Effect 3's ending was bad, but not this bad.
No.
At least there wasn't a quick time event.
Lost,
Or
what,
good-
8
at least-
minutes?
At least you didn't play Guitar Hero and
blind.
finish Mass Effect 3, right?
No, you gotta play Guitar Hero 8 minutes blind.
Yeah.
No
That
misses.
was horrible.
Yeah,
But
one
yeah,
miss.
when I saw that game, but
Yeah.
that game mixes things up. Like, you get on dragons and, like, it looked like you had ran around and actually explored some things.
honestly, it looked pretty cool.
It had some hidden
The
things.
combat was much more in depth with Dynasty
Yeah.
Warriors.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and that's
Warriors
why
just
it was
so
fun.
few combos.
Basically, Dynasty Warriors, I feel like it would actually be really fun if there was more to gameplay than mash this button until this gauge is full, then press button, then mash button again.
Yeah.
I was super hopeful for Hyrule Warriors
To break that,
because it's Zelda, and it's people don't ever view Zelda's fighting in depth, but it really is when you think about all the weapons you can use.
I would have to disagree with you until Skyward Sword.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. No, actually, no. Wind Waker.
Wind Waker is just counter. That's all there is.
No, oh,
Yeah.
you can
In my
attack.
opinion.
You can actually pull combos off with weapons.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, are you talking like bomb to boomerang to arrow and shit?
Yeah.
At least for me, like, I've never
I never
done
felt
much
the
with
need
Wind
to.
Waker combat. Basically, yeah, you don't need to at all. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
You
No,
can
that-
either pick people off from far away, or you can run up and slash them, or
That's
you can counter.
actually what
Or you can
the
always
point I was
counter.
gonna go into was that it's a lot more in depth than people think, but
It's
it
just
doesn't
completely
require you to be in
irrelevant.
depth.
Yeah,
Therefore, it's not in depth. You know.
yeah.
But only because the game doesn't force you to use all your tools. It never
Which
has.
is kind of a damn shame. But
Yeah.
that is what I liked about Skyward Sword, because even if it didn't always force you to do that, then just each enemy
Dude.
type had a different way to fight it. And thank
Why-
fucking God about time.
I know they didn't make Skyward Sword a motion control or Skyward Sword, Dynasty War. Damn it, Hyrule Warriors with motion controls because of all the motion control haters.
Mm.
But if they had made it like Skyward Sword,
And
That could've
had
been
it
cool.
register better because at that speed.
yeah.
Also,
Well, I mean-
you'd get so tired because again, mash, gauge full, click, mash.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Before I go into it, because I have this long rant. G-Man, what do you think of the game?
I'm honestly excited for it, but I am a big fan of Dynasty Warriors-ish, but it is insanely repetitive because I only played in about 30-minute bursts, I guess. But I
Yeah.
do like Dynasty Warriors in that genre of games, and I like Zelda, so let's play the baby.
But okay,
I
so
like the genre, just not the way Dynasty Warriors has
Yeah,
done
just
it.
not the
So
execution.
If Koei wasn't making it, I probably would be more likely to play it.
Team Ninja's on the
Yeah,
job.
Team Ninja.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the other
Hyrule Warriors
thing.
Extreme
I
Volleyball.
went and looked up the little story blurb just to see, because I
Oh,
saw that there
God.
was one. I'm like, oh fuck, what is this? It looks like bad fan fiction.
It
Like,
is horrible.
Team
honestly,
Ninja
I don't-
all the way.
In and of itself, I generally don't have a problem with fan fiction, but this looks like shitty fan fiction.
Oh,
like
God.
it looks like the definition of
I've
it.
got big boobs and I'm jealous. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, the main evil sorceress, I think it is,
Mhm.
her whole story is, I got jealous of Zelda because Link liked her more, I'm now evil.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the story.
Okay, everyone
Oh
stop
my
listening, go
God.
and look this up.
Yeah.
It's
just
bad.
That's
Oh,
like
that's
legitimately
so bad.
stupid.
Yeah.
How did you do
I'm
that
just-
with your voice?
I'm just like you. I am a hardcore Zelda fan.
Mhm.
All the way. But it looks, story-wise, so bad.
Zelda doesn't even need to have a good story because it usually doesn't give a shit about story.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't give you shitty story.
Well, you can say the same about Metroid. It's the curse of Team Ninja, they're cancer.
Oh God, Team
But,
Ninja.
Okay, not gonna lie, Hyrule Warriors, to me, looks like a cash-in. It looks like they're like, okay, this series is fucking huge. This series is fucking huge. So if we put them together and just make it the game, like, just ignore gameplay and shit, just make it a total fan service game. Hey, look at all this cool shit we have from Zelda, and people will buy it. And they will. That's a fact.
Because I'm gonna buy it. Fuck you.
You know, I may buy it someday. Used for like $5-10.
Here's the thing.
No
though.
way in hell 60.
The only redeeming factor is they've got so many cool extras. They've even got this little God, they played in my fucking heartstrings and it pisses me off. They
Again,
even got
it's a fan service game.
They got a whole nother game mode of Zelda 1. And it's like you go around and you do cool stuff and discover secrets, but you play it like Zelda 1. And it's like, can I just have that for $5, please? That's gonna force me to buy it. It's pissing me off.
Also, I am kind of liking some of the newer characters, by the way, like Zant
Yeah.
and shit.
That's another thing. They have a lot of cool characters. G-Man, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, actually, I'm really excited for some of the new characters, especially Zant, because honestly, Zant was one of my favorite Legend of Zelda characters of all time. Just because he's so cool and dark. But they even kind of go
He
more...
looks like a penis. I'm just throwing that out there.
And then he committed suicide.
Yes, he did.
But then they go more in depth with, like,
Hold on,
Princess
before we
Runo.
move on, sorry. You know how badass Ant is? He snapped Ganon's neck.
Yeah, that shit was
What?
awesome.
He killed him by like...
Okay, question.
Okay.
Who is that?
Spoiler.
Which
Okay,
game?
I want to
Twilight
explain.
Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Explain
Fuck
it.
that game.
Yeah.
You're just butthurt because the water dungeon fucked you in the ass one too many times.
Fucking save corrupting glitch bullshit.
How cool do you have to be
to snap
to snap
Ganon's
his
neck.
fucking neck? That was
That's
cool.
man.
awesome.
End of Wind Waker.
Yes, but that's Link, and Link is already an established badass.
Nothing will
Yeah.
ever top that kill.
It won't.
Ever.
But Link seems to be the only person. Not even the gods can
He
handle
stabs
Ganon.
him in the face.
But I know. But this is what I'm saying.
No, I'm
though.
looking at him.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at Jaxus because he was kind of shaking his head in
Oh,
the face.
It's he stabs him in the face and turns him to stone. And it's like, you're dead.
It's like,
Yep.
And then
The
Hyrule,
fucking
then the King of Red
face.
Lion's like, by the way, I'm
I'm
flooding
dead
you.
too.
yeah.
It's like, come with us. Nah, I'm good.
By the way, I like
Nah,
how
girl, I'm good.
like legit executioners can't take out Ganon like at all, but just a random teenager.
Not even the gods. They had to flood Hyrule because they couldn't do shit against Ganon. But Zant's like, yeah, bitch, I'm snapping your neck.
Bye now.
Oh, you think you're cool?
But yeah, they got like Zan, Princess Runo, whatever his name is, Gorongai Darunia, whatever. What's his name?
Yeah, Darunia.
Yeah, I think that's really cool actually. Fucking Agatha. I thought that was a little bit weird, but
Yeah,
cool.
Agatha.
Weird as hell. Also, isn't oh shit, there's one other character in there. I think maybe I'm getting it.
Sheik
confused.
finally.
Ah, all right.
And what's her name?
Malin? Is
No,
I thought I saw that
think so.
posted somewhere on Smashboards as, hey, if these people are in. No, it was if Agatha's in and Malin isn't, then what the fuck?
Really? Because Malon's more important to the series.
Yeah,
Has been in more games, shows up.
yeah.
all over the
Agatha
place,
was just
etc.
like, give me your bugs.
And it's a fan theory that the real love interest of Link isn't Zelda in Ocarina of Time, it's Malon. Or, what's her name?
Saria.
No, not even, well, Saria, but
in Ocarina
daughter.
of Time.
G-Man, the daughter of, you know Malon's Ranch? The
No,
daughter?
her name is Malon. It's
Okay, yeah, okay.
Talon's Ranch is the name.
Talons. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad, I was getting confused. No, actually, I knew you were, I thought you were talking about the girl, and then I changed my mind and thought, oh wait, are they talking about the guy?
That
And I
would
was
be
like,
stupid.
Yeah. No, but at the beginning, I was with you. I knew you were talking about the girl. I just got confused at the end. But yeah, like, because there's subtle little hints that they end up that they're planning to get married in the future throughout Ocarina of Time. Because you know, what's her name can't get older.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah, Saria can't get older.
She can't get older, so that's why it's like the fan theory is like that Link's true like love interest, because with Zelda and Link, they never showed any kind of affection. They were just like, save
Business
the world,
partners.
Yeah.
bye.
The only potential correlation between Zelda and Link only ever appeared in Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
It was the only
Because they
time
were
there was
actually
any
friends.
hint at romantic
Oh no.
affection.
Oh,
They're-
Skyward Sword,
They're
they went
very
flat out.
clear.
I
They even
might argue Wind Waker. Maybe.
Yes.
Actually, yes. Wind
Actually,
Waker-
no.
Wind
That's
Waker's
established.
confirmed.
It is confirmed because they
Yeah.
become the king and queen of the new Hyrule,
That's right.
and then
Alright.
that's how Spirit
Sorry,
Tracks.
I'm a little iffy on the DS ones.
But-
I only ever played Phantom Hourglass.
That's the only two that the romance has ever even been confirmed is Skyward Sword and
Wind
Wind Waker.
Waker's
Wind Waker,
Wind
yeah.
Waker timeline. There you.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know, because Wind Waker's just the best.
It is not. Boom.
Yeah,
Alright.
owing to the past is.
You're
Shut
right
up.
there, ego bastard.
Well, have we gotten a response on that at all?
No.
I haven't checked the comments on that. I will check.
Do so.
So.
But yeah, what about the direct thing, whatever?
Oh yeah. There's gonna be a direct, and my main I know we got derailed a little bit. My question is, what the fuck are they gonna talk about that they haven't already talked about?
I'm assuming more characters.
It's going to be more characters, and I think they said that they were... sorry. the Smashboard post that mentioned it that I read was talking about how they expect them to go over more of the story, which I'm kind of cringing about. But
more, I'm jealous. I mean, that's kind of the.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I really don't.
How does time travel
God.
come into that? Or
Dude,
whatever?
because she has the power to control time and space.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so she rips people out of it, I believe.
Yeah, that's why these
Yeah,
characters
sorry,
come
I
together.
forgot about that. Whoops.
Yeah.
God, I could
It just
tell
looks-
the reason it's because it's not canon.
Yep. Again, they're just going, okay, how much fan service can we just heap on this game?
I know why they're doing it because Nintendo needs something to hold them over till Zelda Wii U.
Yep. Well,
They-
and it comes out before Smash.
That too. It's a summer
Because
hit.
Smash is...
Yeah, but I mean like for Zelda fans because
Yeah.
there's a lot of Zelda fans that don't play Smash.
Yeah.
Well,
They're,
a lot of Zelda fans that
they're
don't play
very
Smash.
different target audiences.
Yeah, yeah. It just a good chunk of them do, but like you said, very different target audience because they're very extremely different games.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I'm kind of an anomaly. Most Zelda fans that I know don't play Smash very much.
Wow.
I wonder how much of that is because the Zelda characters are always pretty bad.
Very true. but most people I
kind of
know that are
damn
into
shame,
Zelda
but-
don't play Smash, except for like Shane and I'll say you like
Except
Zelda.
For, like,
Well, Jaxus.
Jaxus and
Jaxus,
G-Man.
what about Sheik as a character?
yes, I said most.
Okay.
Because
Well, Sheik's half the character.
There's the Ganon tier
Sheik's
in
half the
Brawl.
character.
Link and Young Link are mid tier in Melee, right? And then Zelda is low, Sheik is high. I'm
the
gonna
Link's
average
actually
them to
been
mid.
gotten lower
Really?
because a lot of
Oh, that's right,
combos.
he's like 20 something. Now,
A
right?
lot of combos that were guaranteed before, it's like, hey,
What?
look, teching.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Link.
And then in
Have a good day.
64, he was bad.
Oh yeah. Even though he was the coolest in 64,
Yeah.
he really was. Everybody wanted to play Link.
Oh, yeah.
It's so bad he sucked.
I was pissed at how bad Samus was.
But yeah, what were you saying? What else was going to be talked about at the Nintendo Direct?
The only thing that I've heard speculation about is the story things, but I'm really hoping that they go, and so in response to complaints about how Dynasty Warriors gameplay is going to get really old really fast, here's how we're changing it. No way in hell it's happening. But
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the reason all of the hype has been just whittled out of me is because GameSpot got to play it and they got to put up a review without scores. Because, some game sites are allowed to do that. And
they just went, it's Dynasty Warriors skin.
GameSpot said it was really, really boring.
Yep.
And the
Shit.
guy that reviewed it was the guy that gave Skyward Sword a 10 out of 10. So, this guy, and he is a hardcore Zelda fan, and he said, he even admitted that it's actually probably a lot worse than he wanted to say, but because there was so much Zelda in it, he continued to play it because he's like, I just gotta finish it for the Zelda stuff.
By the way, has there been a release date set yet, or?
Yeah,
September
there is.
13th,
Okay.
I think for the US, September 13th.
All right.
It's coming out in like a week or two
In
in Japan.
Japan,
Yeah. Actually, next week. Yeah, it comes out in Japan.
Alright,
Next
so
week.
it'll be out probably before this podcast is. Will it be up Wednesday-ish?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Alright, so yeah, in a few days after the
Yeah.
podcast.
But yeah, I don't know. What are your final thoughts? Anybody have any final thoughts on that?
Let's see. Hyrule Warriors, if they don't change something big, then I might pick it up bargain bin. Otherwise,
I will
no.
pick it up bargain bin eventually just for that game mode because I really like Zelda 1.
Mhm.
And I hope the Nintendo Direct goes into what that is really because they didn't explain too much. G-Man?
I'll pick it up. Not 60, but I will pick it up sooner or later.
If anything, I'll pick it up when the hype for Zelda Wii U is just killing me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
You'll just wake up one day just like,
oh
Hyrule
god, I've been playing
Warriors,
Smash for a month now. Oh, the hype's gone. Oh god, Zelda Wii U.
Hyrule, and then you
never gone.
and you grab the disc, just shatter it, and then just inject it into your skin.
No,
can see you doing that.
What pissed me off is I had a good 2-year stretch of not dying of hype because it was awesome because Mass Effect 3 was out. Smash hadn't been announced yet, so there was no hype for that. Skyward Sword has already been out, you know. So I spent like a good year and a half just being like, I'm a content gamer. And then like, oh yeah, Smash 4 is on the Wii U. Hi guys. And it's just been killing me. I like
Smash 4, Zelda Wii U, bye.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, bye.
Yeah, Pac-Man bye. That's technically how they revealed him. Pac-Man
It
bye.
totally is, too.
Pac-Man bye. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Last topic. Do you think Ridley's in? I'm just going balls out. G-Man, go.
No.
Why?
Because he doesn't want to main him.
That and it's fucking a boss.
It's not a boss.
Oh, and there might be some other characters that are bosses. Ridley, Shadow.
Oh, I got things to kill that argument.
All right.
There's a video that shows that shadow only proves that Ridley's as tall as Rosalina.
Oh my god.
You sure about that?
Yes.
How's it proved?
I can't remember because I don't have a video on me. But
You know what that shadow's gonna be as big as? The steak you're gonna buy me.
fuck you. And on top of all of that, the stuff I mentioned to you in that thing, and what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ridley shows all the signs of every character who's ever been announced for Smash. Every sign. The fact that he's been teased, but hasn't been named once.
Yeah, in the Smash Direct.
Yeah, hasn't been named. Every character who's ever been teased in any capacity has been named either when they were revealed or named and deconfirmed.
Does that include teased as things other than a playable character?
Yes, Zero Suit Samus.
Zero Suit Samus wasn't teased. She was, it's not in the game, lol JK.
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't, they were teased as being something else specifically.
Okay. Like as a boss character or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes, Ridley from Brawl was already like, they didn't even tease him at all, and they were like, yeah, he's a boss character. Ridley's a boss character.
No, I'm saying, have there been any characters that have been teased as something else?
No, Ridley's...
who were then implemented as
Ridley's
characters?
the only character to ever be, like, hinted, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Then
we don't really know.
we don't really have a frame of reference.
But we do because other characters have been hinted at not being in the game at all, but then they were. And on top of that, like Sakurai had mentioned Mega Man and Snake, like in a very passing way, like, but not saying their name. And then when it came time to reveal them, he was like, "Oh yeah, Mega Man and Snake, they're in." He's done that with them. Like, you guys gotta watch the stuff that. Okay. I'm just saying he fits the bill. And Sakurai, there's no reason for him not to be in the game.
I will say that the only valid, or the only, like, even mildly valid arguments I've seen against him being in are, A, he was teased as a boss. That is the most valid argument I can find. He's too big is fucking bullshit.
It is
the
bullshit.
best
That's
argument I've
stupid.
heard for that is, but he already has a Smash cannon size.
He does.
He does. You know how many other characters we've seen change that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought you meant for Melee.
Oh, no, and like that right there. And
Yeah.
the two
Bam.
Ridleys are different. Ta-da!
Ridley was... Oh yeah, and there's the fact that if it weren't for the limitations of the GameCube, Ridley would have been in Melee. Because Sakurai said it. And to me, with the Wii U HD, apparently 1 million characters, okay, how do you not put Ridley in? That's just stupid. That's... Okay, you gotta agree with me on that. How do you just not do it?
That is true.
You're just gonna not do it to be an ass?
I would love to see Sakurai just be like, he's too big, you know what, fuck you guys, and put him in as like half the size of Battlefield. So he's really strong, but as long as you can just keep peppering him with attacks, he can't move.
Like, he does some stupid shit, like, he's in, but you can't play with him online because he's overpowered. And he's like half the stage, like you were saying.
Well, legitimately,
he's a playable boss character.
Find some way to balance that size of character and just be like, fuck you, I'm not too big.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Or even just have his taunt grow like 4 times the size of the screen and shrink.
Oh, and another thing was that shadow. People were using that shadow as like a, oh, that's hinted or whatever. But there is actually screenshots of Pikachu looking bigger than Bowser because of a shadow distortion.
Mm-hmm.
And the angle of that shadow was weird. Like, they missed all the platforms, and they actually,
FD version of the stage?
True. I'll give you that. That's true. The way he was moving was not like any other boss ever in any Smash game.
And he wasn't doing his flying,
No.
like, tail skate thing.
And he had almost the same animation of jumping with Charizard from Brawl.
I've seen a number of Ridley as skins for Charizard, as far as Brawl modding goes. I hope that they don't do that.
No.
But
I wouldn't see it. I would see them like using Charizard as a template for size.
yeah,
I think that would be the perfect size for Ridley.
honestly, I don't think I would mind too much if they were about as much of a clone as, like, I don't know, Fox and Wolf.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like,
Mhm.
I think they're gonna use him as a template, but then change his moves. Like,
Probably,
make him-
but then again, we don't know how much they'll be holding over from Melee Ridley that totally didn't actually happen.
Yeah,
'Cause they
well-
had plans.
they had plans, but it never left the concept stage because
Right.
you know they never actually got into development of the character. Sakurai was just like named all the possible characters, and
He was in
Ridley.
the same class as DDD, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which if they could fit him in, they would, but he
they
wasn't
couldn't.
important enough. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he wasn't jokey enough because you know Sakurai. If it's a good joke character, he'll take precedence over everything.
Yep. It's Mr. Game and Watch.
Or Wii Fit Trainer. Or
Yeah, Wii
Brawl.
Fit Trainer looks to be like a good,
Yeah, it
solid.
looks actually to be fairly good.
Yeah, a solid character. I wouldn't be surprised like low A tier
So,
just because of how powerful the
for
moves are.
non-competitive, in all honesty, the Mii characters
I
actually
have no
look like
idea
a
with
bit of fun.
me.
The Mii characters look overpowered as fuck.
Keyword non-competitive.
I think they're gonna be banned from play.
No shit.
Why?
They look overpowered as fudge.
How so? What?
Yeah, a sword fighter has like a ridiculous range, and the gunner, you know, like regular smashes are like Mega Man's, but they do like the proof shows that they do like god amount of damage. I mean, I could be wrong, but they just look like they're gonna be banned, and especially
Well,
because
I would assume that because they're characters, I doubt that they will be banned. It'll just be, okay, this is your default moveset, this is your default height, that's what you
Okay.
get to play with.
yeah, if they can find a good
I mean,
balance,
if just
moveset.
all of the Mii fighters are like 6 times as broken as Meta Knight, then yeah, they'll be banned. Probably.
Well,
But-
I'm assuming so too because I have a feeling that Sakurai made them completely for fun because you can't even play with them online.
the reason you can't
I know
play
why-
with them online is
yeah.
because you can make a Mii with a dick
With
for
the
a face.
Phoenix or Hitler or yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like because he already knew he wasn't gonna put him online for glory or whatever, he was just like, let's make him crazy for fun.
I'd have to look into them some more, but from what I've been seeing, they don't look super powerful.
Alright, I might be wrong, but that's just my
I
opinion.
don't know.
G-Man, any last thoughts on the Ridley debate?
I don't know if this is just because you've been talking a lot, but every day, every weekday,
You're terrified?
I'm just waiting to check SmashBros.com and just see the warning challenger approaching.
I'm gonna laugh if they do a warning challenger approaching video for the boss, Ridley.
Okay,
I would laugh so hard. But, okay, G-Man,
Yeah.
if Ridley is in the game and confirmed, you have to fucking record your reaction.
okay. Here's the thing. To me,
Yeah,
the
how would I
biggest
know
proof.
though?
Anytime you're about to go to Smashboards, just start up a webcam.
On Smashboards, there's this like collective like there's like this thing like this bar of characters like who are most likely to be in Smash 4 that was started a long time ago. Google it after this or something.
Alright.
Because I may be wrong, but this is the way it was told to me, but it may be a lie. So don't take it at face value. Look it up yourself so I don't look like a jackass. But from what I understand, that they did it for Brawl as well, and the only character they got wrong because was Ridley from Brawl. And so far with Smash 4, they got everyone.
Really?
Did they guess Crom or something?
Well, except for Crom. Crom is the only one
I
that's wrong.
feel like Crom got switched out because
Yeah.
fuck the Genmatsu League.
I honestly feel that way too.
What's the what?
Genmatsu
There was a Genmatsu leak a while back where they're like, okay, the next characters will be released in this order, and they are these characters.
And they got
and they
them.
called it, and everyone was getting kind of bored with the leaks, and I think Sakurai went, all right, fuck this, and changed it. And I'm assuming that's how Lucina's in.
Because the reason why that Gamatsu leak became super believable is because Sakurai had previously mentioned Villager what is the villager now, will never be in any Smash game.
Yeah, Animal Crossing will never have a character in any Smash game.
He also, before Smash 4 was announced, said something along the lines of Mega Man may be too hard to get the rights to. I don't think he'll ever be in the game, but it would be cool. He said that Pac-Man would most likely, he said that he was having trouble with Namco getting the character and all that. And Wii Fit Trainer? What the fuck? And he got them all right.
Yeah.
And he called Crom, and Crom is still technically in the game.
Genmatsu Part 2, the leak, has been, I believe, completely off with the exception of, I think it was Rosalina or someone who was just a shoo-in.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't Rosalina, because Rosalina would have at least been mildly questionable.
Uh-huh. What do you mean, Part 2?
There was the first part where they leaked everyone up through Shulk, I think it was, and then they went on later and announced things that so far have not been confirmed, and confirmed that a couple people would be playable characters that have since been confirmed as assist trophies. So everyone just kind of laughs at the second half and ignores it.
But that first half came out and there was a lot of
spot on, because it was the day before some big reveal, a day before the Direct, I think it was, and they called Palantula. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Palutena. Duh. Palutena, they said something about Dark Pit, ZSS,
and the reason, before you go in, the reason I believe it, because the way Greninja was decided on to be in the game, did you hear the story?
Yep.
It was just because Sakurai thought it looked cool.
We need to talk about that.
Oh, yes, okay.
First, Ridley.
This is going to be a long one, but I'm fine with that because I love Smash. I love this, man. I like talking about Smash.
It's fun.
But, what was it? Oh, yeah. Greninja, because you know how in the first part of the Gamatsu leak it said a Pokemon for Pokemon X or Y. He didn't know which Pokemon
he didn't specify.
And the reason was because while the roster was decided early on, the Pokemon, Sakurai said the Pokemon wasn't decided yet because they didn't know enough about the game. But he knew it was going to be in there, and they decided on Greninja way later than everybody else.
Dude, Sakurai, I believe, actually designed Greninja a decent amount because it was, alright, we need a new rep for Smash. At that point, all they had were concept art. And so, between Sakurai and the people behind the Pokemon thing, this is way before X and Y came out.
Yeah.
They built the character.
He put the character in the game before X and Y came out.
No, he put the character in the game before they were past the concept art stage with the character.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the Gamatsu has, it's the information he got, even when he released it, was considered old information.
Yes.
Because he said he had got it through all these sources, and that it was really old info, but this is what he got. And that actually fits perfectly with the timeline of Greninja.
Yeah.
Because they had trouble deciding on who, and Sakurai was finally this guy looks like he's going to be popular, let's put him in. And he was totally right. Okay, so what do you want to say about...
you were going back to Ridley, I think, with that.
Was I?
I don't know. Anyways, second part of the what are your opinions on this character being in thing, Bayonetta.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
So, Bayonetta has, the pros. Bayonetta has currently gone Wii U exclusive. She is technically, the rights to the series are still owned by Sega, technically, but Sonic is in.
Platinum.
And no, it
is
technically owned by Sega, but Platinum has...
they said whatever.
Basically,
much, right?
The concept, Bayonetta, the character and everything are owned by Sega. I believe the IP itself, though, the games and everything, are owned by Platinum.
Oh, okay. Continue.
Platinum is currently working on Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, and they have stated that they will be keeping Bayonetta Nintendo exclusive in the future.
And on top of that, Platinum has stated their absolute love for Nintendo.
Yeah, they've specifically, the guy in charge of that has gone on record saying, I would fucking love to have Bayonetta in Smash. Obviously with a bit less swearing, but...
Yeah. Well, basically, they are in love with Nintendo because they saved a dying company.
Yeah.
Platinum was going under, and Nintendo was like, you make awesome games, here's money.
Yeah. The other thing is,
in fact,
Sakurai was caught sneaking into Platinum Games around the same, years and years ago, 2012?
2012, yeah. And that was the year that the full roster for Smash 4 was decided. It was 2012.
Which we know because of the whole Greninja thing.
Because Sakurai went in depth and talked about that.
Yep. So, I mean, there's every possibility that he went there to talk to them about that, because obviously to check up on Bayonetta 2, but why would Sakurai himself go there in person?
Especially because at that time, he hadn't even started creation on the game because he is not an employee of Nintendo.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would he be at Platinum Games?
I mean, it could just be that there is a legitimate random reason for it, but also, why would he be sneaking in?
Yes, and people are saying that, or not people, but I could see people make an argument that it was for the trophies for the Wonderful 101.
Yeah.
But he snuck in.
Yeah, why would you go there in person for those?
Yeah. Rayman, with the whole Rayman thing, he didn't visit them at all. They just sent him something over the internet. And like, please make Rayman a trophy.
I do wonder if Rayman is going to be a playable character. And if so, how's the amiibo going to work?
You know why? G-Man, you saw the video, right?
Wait, what?
You saw the video.
Oh, yeah, shit.
The
Yeah.
Nintendo rep accidentally said
Rayman, and no one corrected that shit. But
Yeah.
also, I think he meant Pac-Man.
I'm pretty
No, 'cause he
sure,
said Pac-Man
But he
in
had
that
been
same
talking about
sentence.
Pac-Man previously
Yeah.
and said Rayman as if it were a different subject.
Yeah, he had said something like you can play against everybody, like Mega Man, Mario, Pac-Man, Sonic, Rayman, and then he changed the subject.
Yeah.
And then
I'm still hoping for Travis touchdown.
That
I
would
would
be
love
the
that.
shit.
if what?
Travis
Travis
touchdown,
touchdown.
no more heroes.
God, that would be awesome. That
Yeah, I
was
can
Nintendo
agree.
exclusive for a while.
I don't think it'll happen, but holy shit do I hope so, because No More Heroes was technically Wii exclusive.
It was.
It was.
Yep.
And it was one
And
of the best games.
Suda51, he also has stated he would love to see Travis touchdown against Link and Mario in Super Smash Brothers.
Okay, and back to Bayonetta though, because Rayman's
Yes.
still too hard to extrapolate because
Yeah, I doubt it, but
it's a possibility. But with Bayonetta, just the fact that Sakurai, it might have even just crossed his mind. It could be the whole Ridley thing where they were like conceptualizing it and they decided no. But either way, I feel like
Smash 5.
that would be cool. Even
Yeah.
as an assist trophy, maybe.
Yeah,
That would
I
still
do
be
feel
cool.
like if she's in, she's obviously going to be toned down a lot. And she
Obviously.
doesn't
Just like
seem
Snake.
well, and she doesn't seem to have been toned down in Bayonetta 2, which honestly somewhat surprises me. But Nintendo has been acting very differently lately.
Like we talked about in last week's episode.
Yeah.
Nintendo was like the the casual audience said fuck you, so hardcore for the
Yeah.
win. They literally just like they're all about making stuff for their fans, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Which kind of makes me wonder. I hope Nintendo's in strife all the time. No, I'm just kidding. But
not allowed to be doing well. Give us more shit.
exactly.
Give us less shit.
The only like real knock to her, possibly, is she's too mature for gamers. But so is Snake
Right.
before.
Yeah,
Exactly, Puri. Exactly.
I still find it fucking hilarious how PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale had to get Raiden because Snake was busy.
They did, didn't they?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm so hyped for this game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
60
G-Man,
days.
what do you think about the whole Bayonetta thing? Can you feel it?
Oh,
Or you
I
not?
had no idea anything about this. Honestly, at first I'm like, excuse me, but that does sound very interesting.
I'm not
But
I'm not gonna go out there and
iffy a
say
little
it.
bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So are we saying another bad
It's
or
a possibility. It's
No, because this is something where it could be an assist trophy. Because I could see Sakurai going there and like, Nintendo maybe saying something along the lines of that they're a big IP for us because they're gonna bring in the mature audience. Can you make sure to get this right
yeah.
and advertise?
And
And you go in there in person, so
I
it
do
could be.
hope that she's in because she could have some fucking awesome moves. Honestly, I feel like if she's in and she plays anything like I would expect, the fast, basically Zero Suit with less paralyzer gimmick and more guns,
Yeah.
then
Feet
that
guns.
would be my main.
Actually,
Period.
There was also the fact that in the I've fully played the Bayonetta game because
Okay.
I'm a Devil May Cry fan, and people were like, "Oh, it's Devil May Cry, but with tits," and I'm like, "Woo!"
Dante's in, confirmed.
I actually never used once I started acquiring other weapons in the game.
The guns?
The initial weapon types,
Right,
because
but
there were so many.
All right.
okay.
On top of the fact that she just had a bunch of different playstyles.
Yeah.
So really, as far as Smash is concerned,
Her dash
there's
attack
this-
would totally be the skates.
There's this probably, probably, but It really is. It could be entirely up in the air as far as what kind of character she could play as. Because she would have potential to have ranged attacks, melee attacks, be a faster or a slower character. Shit.
Slower? Really?
There were a few items that slowed you down in exchange for power.
And we can't put it past Sakurai because Ike is apparently slow all of a sudden.
There's that.
And she's really tall, so I have a feeling they'd make her like a heavier character.
I don't know. I feel like she'd probably be Marth-esque.
But she's really tall, though.
Fast.
Well, I mean, they can mess with the...
Oh, yeah.
You know, but
So
they
Captain
have...
I see her as a skirmisher. So
They have characters in Smash already that are technically 7 feet tall, supposedly.
Yeah.
And that's around the same height as she is. What were you saying, Puri?
Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. The other thing is, you know what would be fucking cool if she is in? So you know what they're doing with Bayonetta 1?
If she were naked? One-hand mode?
Shut up, Rub. But,
exactly.
You know how in
Rub,
Bayonetta 2,
yeah,
they're having the original Bayonetta and they have the, like, Samus, Link, Peach skins?
Yeah.
If those were alternate costumes, that would be the shit.
that is actually a huge argument for why she might be in the game.
Because the skins?
Yes.
How so?
Because that would just show
Nintendo
cooperation between them, like the fact that they're willing to put something in Bayonetta Nintendo. You know,
Though, I gotta say, that could also just be, hey, you totally saved our company. Thank you, you fucking rock.
but it could be
it
that.
is also potential for
but
the other.
they still need permission from Nintendo to do so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Nintendo has done that in the past, where they put Nintendo stuff in games that characters come in, like Snake. In Snake Eater, there's a couple of Nintendo.
Yeah, there is.
There's a couple of Nintendo stuff, and that came out after Brawl, you know, and they could be doing that. Like Sonic, you can't. Oh well, Sonic obviously, Zelda, you know, and the Mushroom Kingdom and all that in Sonic the new game, the wannabe
Lost
Mario
World?
Galaxy. Yeah,
Haven't played it myself because I
But-
don't have a Wii U. By the way, how is that? Just
It's meh.
it's alright. I give numbers a lot of times because I think numbers like are the best way to kind of.
Because they're fast?
Yeah, I'd say 7.5 out of 10.
They tried some new things, which I'm not going to bash on because they're trying new things. I thought it was pretty interesting.
It's
honestly.
a cool attempt. But I think if they're going to make another one,
it needs work.
if they're going to make another one, they got to capture the speed more.
Give me a... Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Because that's what I like about Sonic games, is I can move at the speed of fucking light.
There are times in
But-
Sonic Lost World where you're moving really fast and it's cool.
Well,
But-
that's why I've just fallen in love with Generations. Holy shit, that game is
And
awesome.
even the-
Specifically modern Sonic.
Even the slower parts of Sonic Lost World aren't very bad. They're actually pretty fun, you know. But it's just it doesn't feel very Sonic-like,
Alright.
you know.
Okay, compare it, like, on the quality scale of comparing to other Sonic games, where would you put it? Like, adventure style, or Heroes?
Okay, Adventure. If you take it for the time that it came out, it's not as good as Adventure. Obviously, it doesn't hold up well. So right now, it's technically better than Adventure, if you know what I mean.
Adventure 2?
Yeah,
Alright.
if you know what I mean. Just because it doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
But if you take Adventure and put it in the time frame that I came out, and go back to that thinking of that time period, it's not as good.
Okay.
I
played it about in the middle of when it came out and now, so...
Well, even then, like...
it came out around there?
Yeah. It's... If you can get it for cheap, which I think you can now, when you get your Wii U...
I'll be getting a Wii U holiday. It's almost guaranteed that there's going to be a Smash Bundle Wii U. That's probably what I'll end up getting.
I'll probably
either that or a refurb.
If there's decals, I'm going to sell my Wii U without the gamepad, because you can do that.
Alright.
And I'm going to get the Smash one, so I have...
So you'll have the Zelda tablet and the Smash Wii U?
Yep.
Alright.
You know I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sucker. I'm a straight up bitch for Nintendo. I'm a sucker. I'll buy anything. I'll buy Hyrule Warriors. Damn it. But
I'm not going to buy Hyrule Warriors. I'm going to play your guys' copy.
I live in Eugene, baby.
Well, that's why I pointed at G-Man too.
Oh, okay.
Because everyone on the stream could see that. Hi,
Hey, Trouble. This is the
Kitty
coolest guy
cat.
ever.
Kitty! Honestly, Trouble just scared the shit out of me because I felt something on my leg. I'm like, underpants numb.
Alright,
Wow, that
so
was a crazy laugh.
back to... We were talking about something before we just went
Oh,
totally
yeah.
off.
But with Sonic, if you can find it for cheap or whatever, I would go ahead and buy it because there's a lot of cool free DLC.
Yeah.
Like, all the DLC
alright.
Nintendo made was free.
Zelda, Yoshi.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I feel the DLC is better than the actual game.
Oof.
But that's not a knock on the actual game. That's actually a compliment to the DLC.
DLC is really fucking good.
Yeah,
okay.
they're good. I think you'd like it somewhat. You're not gonna be blown away. Like, just don't get your expectations like to the roof, you know. But
I don't think that as far as Sonic goes, for me, I don't think much is going to ever top Adventure 2 Battle Sonic stages only. Throwing that out there, and Generations Modern Sonic.
And obviously the Chows.
Yes.
Let's be real. As dumb as that sounds, Chows captured me.
Yep.
Almost as
I don't
much
know.
as Pokemon
I
for a
have
while.
avoided the Chows in my recent playthroughs of Adventure 2.
Uh-huh.
Because otherwise I know I'm going to get just sucked in, but oh my god.
Dude, they gotta take advantage of the Chows. I don't know why they're not.
Yeah, what the fuck? Everyone I talked to freaking loved them.
Dude, oh my god. As an iPhone guy, have an in-depth Chow iPhone game.
Well, something better than the goddamn Tiny Chow Garden on Sonic Advance.
Yes.
That was bad.
Those sucked balls.
Those
Dude,
were awful.
It'd be cool if
But
you
you
could
can
just
have a straight-up Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Garden, period.
yeah.
The
easy.
problem is, I don't know how you would do that entirely on mobile, because it's all about you play the stages of the game and then
But
use
specifically
them here.
with Chow, that became like the most repetitive like part that I didn't like about Chows was having to go play the game again.
Yeah,
I just
me
wanted to
too.
do more Chow stuff, you know?
Really?
That was a Chow mode, yeah.
Alright,
G-Man, you agree?
No, I can
Yeah, I
sort
agree
of
with
see
you,
that.
Rob.
I just... Justice and I got so fucking good at City Escape.
And honestly, you could do something like that, like, because if you keep Sonic on rails, which sounds like blasphemy, but because he's about speed,
What, Sonic on rails?
like on rails.
Do it modern generation style.
Okay, yeah. So you agree that'd be a good idea, because there's a lot of good racing games on iPhone and iPad. I mean, Need for Speed Underground was really
Underground
good,
was
or not
on-
good. I'm sorry. Need for Speed. What was it? We played the same one.
Most
Hot
Wanted?
Pursuit?
Hot Pursuit. Yeah.
Sorry, Most Wanted.
Most
yes.
Wanted. Yes. That was really good.
Why the fuck has there not been another game like that?
I don't know, but that was
pisses
fucking
me
fantastic.
off.
That
That
was
game
good.
was so good.
It's the reason why I gave iPad gaming a chance, and then after that, I was like, sorry.
Yeah, I'm impressed because I have 2 really old Android phones or what I run. I fucking love to upgrade to some newer Android, but I just don't have the money for it. And it still runs fine.
Yeah, it's
And
just a
they're
great
well
game.
built. They fucking fly through it, and they're not short either.
No, they're long
They're
featured
great.
games.
Well,
They're
basically,
full featured.
the 2 games that I have ever just enjoyed playing enough to play through multiple times on mobile that aren't emulated are Need for Speed, Most Wanted, and the Dead Space game was surprisingly good.
And yeah, there's like an interactive like game for, well, The Walking Dead even on iPad, and
I haven't
It's-
played that.
it's actually for a lot of people the preferred version because it's cheaper,
All right.
and the motion control, like the control for the on the thing, is actually works really well because it's a touch game. You know,
Alright.
it's a click. It's like a click.
point and click.
Yeah, it's a point and click. You know, the Telltale games.
Mhm.
And those are just good by themselves. Like, you have a lot of potential on mobile gaming. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of potential in mobile gaming.
Yeah.
Sega, if you want to make money, give us a Chow app.
Okay, also, give us something that's better than fucking Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
Oh,
I
God.
had that for Android.
Oh, man.
Oh, I also played it on the Wii version, and
Okay.
it was bad.
When I say
Like,
on,
it was 2D Sonic 06 bad.
when I say on rails, I mean 3D on rails.
Yeah, no,
Like you're going.
I know, I'm just saying that is the only
I'm
Sonic
making
game
it
I
clear
know
for
of.
people who listen
Alright.
to this. Like, you're from the perspective, you're behind Sonic kind of thing, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Again, look at Unleashed Day Stages, Modern Generation Sonic,
yeah,
Sonic Colors
yeah,
as well.
Sonic Colors, but not 2D.
I don't know, Colors style of flip-flopping
No,
would be
the-
fine.
Okay, I haven't played Colors enough to.
It does it some in Generations too, where it will sometimes just take the camera, move it to the side for a brief bit, and then back behind.
Okay, but that's not full 2D, like. is
Yeah,
it?
it's still like 3D rendered and shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just
Okay.
not that 2D bullshit. Like the full 2D. That's not gonna work on rails. I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah, no.
it's not gonna work.
Well, here's a final thought. Endless Runners were fucking popular as hell for a while. Why wasn't there a Sonic one of those? That would be just the most basic no shit thing.
Wait, Endless Runners?
Temple Run, shit like
There
that.
is one. It's called Sonic Dash.
Yeah,
There
it's
is?
actually really popular.
I
Alright.
can show you it here in a second.
Never mind, ignore me.
It's actually pretty popular.
I thought that the only other Sonic game besides Sonic 4 was the jump one.
You know what? Make that game with the Chow option. Just throw it in there.
Yeah.
Just give us something here, guys. Sega, do something.
I would play
Jaxus.
Most Wanted so much more if it had a Chow garden. Alright, I think that's about everything, though.
Yeah, that's. You want to plug?
I do.
He does.
Thank you so much to shout-outs to Nitrous Nick for the most excellent fan art.
Nitrous Nick, you probably have already noticed this if you listen to it, but your fan art is the background for this.
Shout-outs to Nick.
He's
Nitro
really amazing.
Nitrous Nick or Nitro?
Nitrous, I believe.
Nitrous?
Actually, I don't know. Do you know?
I do believe it was Nitrous.
All right.
Either way, Nick, thank you.
Yes. We love it so much.
It's awesome. And other than
Jaxus?
that, once again, anyone in Salem or the surrounding areas, head on down to Metagaming on Mondays and starting this Saturdays as well for Melee. If you want to play Smash, we have currently Brawl weeklies on Mondays, and we will be starting up Melee weeklies this Saturday. As soon as Smash 4 comes out, we'll be starting those up as well, likely in the Saturday slot, moving Melee over to Monday. If you're interested, come on down, check us out. It's $1 to enter each event, singles and doubles, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Don't have to be super good, but there is also some serious competition if you're looking for it.
You said this Saturday, and it's going to come out a while. Should you just give like an exact date?
No, it's going to be this Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Saturday the 9th of August.
Will be the start of it.
Yep,
But
that'll
that
be the
shouldn't
first
matter
one.
because this is going to be out before the
Yeah.
first one anyway. But just in case, for some odd reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Salem, Oregon. If you want more information, what's your Facebook page, Jaxus?
It's Salem Smash Fest is the Facebook group, or you can just find me at Jaxus Scarlet, I think it is.
Yes.
Jaxus was too short for Facebook.
Okay. I have a few videos coming up down the line. There'll be more information on that later. Thank you for listening.
Alright, so I don't know if I can...
So, is this normal?
Fuck Mennonite.